Boys, how are we all doing then? You probably know who I am considering you're on this page. It's your guy, your neighbourhood bad boy, little prick. You might know me as a lot of things, but I'm TEW, and this is my creation. Ring of Honor 2017. How are we all doing? Yeah. Just before I get into the show, you know what I'm gonna say. Guess what's in the top right, boys? Can you guess? Yeah, you probably can. In the top right, you got the friendly neighborhood playlist card. Make sure you press on that. Watch the whole thing. Give me all the attention time I need, which is not going to give me absolutely anything, but it's always a help just to have it. And then in the bottom half of the description, make sure you just click on that link. Press that little follow button on that on Twitch. Make sure I do some AEW stuff over there. It's pretty funny. I just think myself I'm a pretty funny guy. But I think it's time we move on. Now, we're going to Ring of Honor Wrestling. Held in Arizona, I think? I don't know again. AZ is basically Arizona. In the Brooks Academy, in front of 435 people. This is the first time we're actually out of the tri-state region. I know, adventurous. But we start off the show with a decent pre-show match. Kazuchika Okada defeats Sam Shaw in 10:39 with the German. Okada with a 69. Nice. And Sam Shaw with a 31. A certain storyline has started with this segment. I don't know what it could be. But, yeah, the certain storylines, basically, Kazuchika Okada vs Kenny Omega 1 has not happened yet. It has not happened. Because in real life it happened on the 4th of January. Or at Wrestle Kingdom. That's not here. We've gone past that. We started January, week 1, on Monday. Which is the 1st of January. That's a madness. Ain't that funny? So, instead, we're going to do Okada Omega in Ring of Honor. And see if it still gets critically acclaimed. Probably not, because I'm crap at booking, but hey ho, we move on. Can't believe I've spent this long on a pre-show match. We move on to Keith Lee vs Rhett Titus. And Keith Lee just wins in 8-12 with a power slam. Nothing else to say there. Kaylee Ray defeats Kira Hogan in 7:01 with a reverse code red. Matt Riddle chokes out Jonathan Anderson, who is one of our Youth Academy graduates, in 1:02. Robbie Eagles defeats Shane Taylor with a pulse drop in 9:33. And the Young Bucks defeat The Addiction when Matt Jackson pinned Christopher Daniels on the moonsault. Obviously, in the pre-show. Matt with a 55, Nick with a 67, Frankie with a 65, and Christopher Daniels with a 63. And SoCal Val was obviously at ringside, who manages both of these. You'll more on that later, you can probably see where I'm going. But we open up with a Drew Galloway promo. Not something we do a lot. But Drew Ward doesn't announce the ring, picks on Mike from the designated area, because I don't know if Ring will have a timekeeper's area, because I'm a really good guy. Puts TV's elbows on his shoulders and starts to speak. This is the first time ever writing in the perspective of a wrestler that's not Stephen Amell, and he's not even a wrestler. And the reason I don't know, so I don't think I'm going to be able to replicate them properly. But with Drew, he's just Scottish, so. And I might just start writing in them anyways, because I can't really be asked. So, yeah, I can't do a Scottish accent. So you didn't expect me right. I've read the script and was supposed to go on air with the ending of the previous pre-show match, obviously being the tag team match between The Addiction and Matt Jackson, and he couldn't let that fly. So if I remember, the Kingdom are going to win back the 6-man tag titles tonight against Party Marty and his goons, and apparently a bunch of workers are off in New Japan. Dozen. Do 10. Anyway, who's going to open the show? For real, with me tonight. So yeah, it's another one with the New Japan nights, where every one of our top guys are over in New Japan. It's another one of those days. hate to see it happen. But this is kind of what I signed up for when I just signed up for my handshakes and didn't offer them enough money for them to want to work for us instead of New Japan. That's my fault. But yeah, that's announced the main event, which is going to be the Kingdom using their rematch clause against Party Marty in this game, or British Strong Style. And let's find out who answers the open challenge. It's Jimmy Havoc, who's just another one of the workers. I just realised, oh, I have Jimmy Havoc, don't I? I signed him during my first wave of signings back in January, and I think I've used him, but I haven't used him a lot, so here's Jimmy Havoc. And he, in one of our better matches, actually, just in general, Drew Galloway defeats Jimmy Havoc in 12:03 with a pinfall with a Scott drop. That's defense number 6 of the World Television title. Havoc with a 40, Galloway with a 58. Match was too short, that's probably why I got 48, or 48, but honestly, that's not bad. We move on to Davina Rose defeating Solo Darling with a Rose Plant. Nothing to say about that apart from Woman 1 on the title match. The Woman 1 storyline has advanced. Mike Scarl was shown backstage in the British Strong Style locker room, because why would they not have a locker room in the British Strong Style? With a classic murder case kind of map with lines drawn all over it. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you all know the gif of, yeah, I don't really know, I can't really tell you what the gif is, but you all know it. It's got the map, it's got the red lines drawn over it, little rope attached to it normally, and it's linking everything together, everything's starting to make sense. Yeah, that. It's one of these, but with Mighty Scarl. And it's connecting, and the lines are actually connecting all the people's in ring work, listing their pros and cons. The camera's a bit too far away and a bit too blurry to capture who's who, but some people have massive crosses through them, indicating that, well, they're not really in the running for British Strong Style. So yeah, I just thought it'd be really funny if Mighty Scarl he dedicated his entire life to this, no wrestling at all. He's just got his entire mat, he's got his entire board, and it's got everything across it, and then I can just imagine him pitching it to all the rest of British Strong Style, and I'm going, what the fuck are you chatting about? That's the funniest thing to me. But Mighty Scarl was just great person, great worker, and it's just, I can imagine him actually doing it, because it's Mighty Scarl. We'll move on to a music video promoting the group of Ace Austin, Alex Shelley, and Chris Sabin. It's a pretty interesting one, and yeah, can't really say much else. It's just kind of he's just kind of, well, we've not really got anything else to do with Ace Austin, and with the guns just in the back, not really doing much. So I went, why not just put them all together? And there you go. So now we got the Guns and Ace Austin just put together as a group. I don't know what we're gonna call them. Maybe Detroit, just Detroit as a city or whatever it is. But we move on to Zack Sabre Jr. defeating PJ Black in 17:38 with a submission with Cena Stretch. CSJ with a 63, PJ with a 46. And PJ was really off his game, and he still got a 46. That's probably better than a lot of the workers that we have in our top scene. And the match was also a little bit too short, because basically, if you want to get top scores above 70s, you need to have a 20-minute match, and this is TV. So what I might do is I might extend it to 2 hours, so that we actually have time to fill, and I won't have to do a lot of this. Like, it's called rambling. I do a lot to stretch the video out to 10 minutes. Thanks, YouTube. But we move on. And I've signed Thea Trinidad, who, if you don't know who Thea Trinidad is, it's Zelina Vega. And I've decided that why would I not just sign Thea Trinidad? Because here's the thing, Andrade does not speak English, so having Thea here just to speak on his behalf as a manager is always a great idea. But this time they're doing the face role instead of what they are in the WWE right now, which is the heels. And also I've unmasked La Sombra to be Andrade, because As much as I think La Sombra makes it so he looks like he's on the indies, I do prefer. I'm gonna call him Andrade anyway, so why not just have him be Andrade? But instead of being just Andrade, he's CNL Max. I'm a great person. But if we move on to the actual thing, it's Thea Trinidad has an interview where she's hyping up Andrade versus Pentagon Jr. The match actually gets a 61, which is surprising. I didn't expect to get a 61 for a match that wasn't over 20 minutes. But it had great wrestling and a decent reaction from the crowd, and Andrade defeated Penta with a split-legged corkscrew senton. Penta's got a fucking awful gimmick and it was still 61. Holy shit. I checked the dirt sheet. Why was it so high? Got a bonus for selling, star quality, high morale. There's only two things penalised, and that was the gimmick and the announcing quality. Or the announcing quality. That's a madness. 61. Fucking hell. Alright, well, we move on to a video hyping up the main event of Trent Seven, Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne versus TK O'Ryan, Matt Taven and Vinny Massaraja, or Vinny. It's British Strong Style versus the Kingdom 2. The match gets a 41. So, probably the worst match on the main card no, don't be no. But in a poor match, BSS defeated the Kingdom in 14:42 when Trent pinned Vinny with a power driver. British Strong Style make defense number 1 of the ROH World 6-Man Tag Team Championships. Bit of a disappointing main event, but Tyler with a 43, Trent with a 34, Pete with a 40, Vinny with a 39, Taven with a 40, and TK with a 36. There you go. The overall show rating is a 46. Our best show ever, not by a large margin, but is our best show ever, I think. Unless I'm forgetting something. I'm probably forgetting something. But I think the only thing that brought this entire show down was the segments. For example, if we didn't have the hype package, we didn't have Thea, we didn't have Ace versus Shelly, the Ace, Shelly and Sabin thing, or like Made in Detroit. I'm gonna call Made in Detroit, I can't be asked. I know Ace Austin's probably not from Detroit. Maybe he is and I'm just forgetting something, but Ace, I know he's not from Detroit, I think. Again, I'm stupid. But yeah, if we didn't have that, and then maybe the show would have gone better, but hey, who knows. Anyways, one thing I actually do, I want to get some interaction on this, so in the comments, tell me, who do you think Marty Scurll is going after for his British Strong Style brethren? Who do you think he's going to go after? Keep in mind two things. One, it's 2017, and two, they don't have to be on my roster. If you've not seen them, then I can always go and sign them. And I'm not saying because I don't know who is going to be in it, because I do know. But I would like to know what you lot think, and who do you think would be a good fit for the current British Strong Style. Anyways, I'm running out of things to say again. I've gone rambling. Wait, I remember something. Yeah, make sure you all take care. Also, in this troubling time, please make sure you all take care. I don't want to fucking death from my viewers. That'd be a pretty shit situation, wouldn't it? But what I'd like to say is, yeah, take care, and yeah, in a bit.